What's going on, everybody? Don't be shocked. It's Billy. I'm back. It's been a couple days. I've been a bit sick, but you don't want to hear about all that. What you do want to hear about is why you're here. You're here because you want to be able to talk about making more money, having more control over your free time, and living with less stress. And by the way, if anybody wants to know about what I've been doing living in Europe, investing in multifamily real estate back in the States, which I was talking a lot about last night, just go to keeponcashflow.com/roadmap and you can find some information there. And I guess I should be back. It's really funny. I was a bit guilty. I've been back traveling today, and I was telling you that sometimes, even when we're on this journey together, we let life get in the way. So I have come down with a bad cold from the time I was flying back and forth to the United States really quickly. I guess I'm not 25 years old anymore. Body needs a little bit more time to recoup on those long haul flights. And then I got back, and there are terrible allergies happening. And so people like me who sometimes have asthma stuff going on, this is a terrible season for us. So I've got like big bags under my eyes and all that other kind of stuff, and still kind of congested, but that's okay because I need to come back here because I want to share something with you that actually happened to me yesterday. And it really does tie into this whole thing about being able to make more money, especially, I mean, any of you that are perfectionists, this is going to probably make you feel not so good. And I'm kind of a recovering perfectionist. So this is one of the things that I really appreciated when I actually see, like, I think it's Tony Robbins that says, and success leaves clues, or model success and stuff like that. So you don't kind of have to invent it for yourself. Well, like I get inspired all the time when I see entrepreneurs that are doing things that I guess I forget to actually relate. And I kind of want to bring that back to everybody. And I work a lot of times myself or with my team and trying to get things perfect. And I've realized more and more that I've tried to create, especially things for you to like share this journey. I realized that the perfection, either it's taken a really, really long time to actually get something out. So you can either tell me you like it or you don't. Or you're trying to get everything absolutely perfect. And so and I guess what I wanted to share with you is that, number one, you don't need to be perfect at all. And I'm realizing that more and more. And what happened to me yesterday, I actually just want to share this with you because it was a great example of how a successful entrepreneur actually goes out, makes a connection, builds a bridge, and actually gets feedback from the market, right? So I had this really amazing opportunity yesterday to accompany my wife for a grand opening, or not a grand opening. It was actually a soft opening for a hotel. And so also I'm interested in this because we'll be opening up a hotel pretty soon in like the next couple months once everything is done. We're in the last kind of touches. But anyway, got invited to a hotel, a soft opening for a hotel. And if you don't know what a soft opening is, it's kind of like the opening before the big opening where everybody gets all the champagne and hoopla and all that kind of stuff. Because that's important, but it's kind of all the stuff that happens before that, which is really cool. And I just kind of want to tell you exactly what my experience was yesterday, because once again, this is someone who already has a couple of hotels that are here in Barcelona, and we got invited yesterday. And so what was really cool about this whole experience, and the reason I'm telling this is because this is kind of, you don't have to be perfect to actually go out and get and connect with people and new customers, or building your audience, or whatever that kind of stuff may be. And so when we got invited to this thing yesterday, it was great because the hotel, the person that owns the hotel, greeted us as we got in, and it was us and a couple of other people. And as we got to the entrance of the hotel, it was really cool, right? Like, set the tone right away. Hey, glad that you guys could be here. It's a real honor for us to be here, et cetera, et cetera, et cetera. Gave us the whole pitch, was showing us the whole lobby of the hotel. And he said, hey, listen, one of the reasons that we are asking you here, and this was really important, one of the reasons that we're asking you here to experience this is so that you can also help to share with us all the little things that still aren't working. And I thought, wow, this is a really great way. Like he's basically telling us that we're kind of the test, the guinea pigs, if you will, right? Hey, we've done a lot of things. We think it's ready, but we need you to kind of come in, have the experience, and tell us what little things we can still make even better. And I thought, wow, okay, that's pretty cool. Because he was right from the very beginning telling us, hey, we need your input so that we can make things even better. So, Vincent, and so as we are making things better, like he took us through what the experience was going to be. And so as we went through the experience of going up to the room, seeing what was there, taking a look at the room, seeing if everything was kind of in its place, we were immediately giving him feedback. Hey, listen, this worked really well. Other things didn't work really well. And then we had the night, right, to experience what was going on. Um, Everything's going well, Vincent. Just sharing some experience, my friend. It's great to see you here. Hope everything is well in La Belle France. um, but yeah, so back to the story. So I'm saying, as we went through the experience last night, having already understood that we were going to be the people that were going through the first experience. And so the really cool part was when we left, like, so we stayed there, had a great experience at the hotel, went through everything, had some food and beverage, and then went to have a sleep in our room. And so this is kind of where the fun part starts, right? Because this is where, as perfectionists, we sometimes get caught up. And this was actually, I realized as being a customer, this was great because I already knew what was going on. And this morning, when we checked out of the hotel, there was a survey. There was a survey under the door, right? And so this was the coolest part because what it was asking us, it was really detailed, asking from what was the experience in the reception desk, how was the food and beverage, the quality of the food, how was the bed that we slept on last night, how was the air conditioning, which the air conditioning didn't work, right? And so we weren't upset about it because we had a great experience, but the air conditioning didn't work. When we got up this morning, the water wasn't hot, right? So and even some of the windows were great. Like you couldn't hear any of the noise on one of the main streets here in Barcelona. The lighting was fantastic. The flat screen TVs were great. The breakfast was amazing. But there were these little things that still weren't working properly, right? So we gave him that feedback. And the great part was it made me think, wow, like this is what we do all the time as entrepreneurs. Like there's nothing that's ever perfect. Like if he would have been waiting for the hotel to be absolutely perfect, he would probably never open the hotel. So one of the best ways to do is do most of the work, kind of get the feedback along the way. And then even before he opens up the hotel, we got to go in as the guinea pigs and be a part of the hotel, experience the hotel, and give the feedback, right? So eventually when they open the hotel in a couple of days, the experience is going to be even better because I guarantee you, aside from the things that were working really well, his team is going to be focused on what are the things that didn't work really well and how do they actually get the hotel to make sure that the hot water is working properly. How do they make sure that everybody, when you're walking in the reception, is getting smiles on their faces, that the beds are the right things, and all of that kind of stuff. But it just made me remember, like as an entrepreneur, you don't get it perfect the first time, but you got to get feedback from people. So if you're trying to be perfect, stop it. Hey, cuz, what's going on? So this is cool. We've got people in the United States, in Ohio. We've got people in France. I'm here in Spain. But anyway, I just thought it was really interesting because I struggle with this myself. Like, because I am someone who has always tried to do things perfectly. And I realized last night, having been a customer, an invited guest, that this is actually a lot of the things that I try to do to even connect with you. Like I try to build it so that it's perfect, but I guess I'm like, well, just like I'm here talking to you right now, I don't know if it's perfect or not. I doubt it, but at least we're in an interaction. We're having this discussion. And so that's what it was like yesterday. And it just made me realize this is exactly how you can go out and create the best experience for your ideal customer, right? You go out and you have a business that you, rather than creating a business plan, it's like, I know some of the things that I want to do, some of the value that I want to bring to you. So I'm just going to test it. Like, does it work? I mean, you guys are letting me know even here, like, hey, look, Billy, this works. This sucks. This doesn't work. And just being able to get that feedback is great. And so that's really what I'm going to focus on. And when I went through it yesterday, because now I'm seeing everything through this, I guess more of an entrepreneur mind, because I've been, my mind has been programmed for 20 some odd years in the corporate world to just do this and do it this way, blah, blah, blah. But now getting feedback faster, I start realizing that I can create a better product, a better service for my customers. And that's one of the things that I'm going to focus on so much. And I've been working on it, but when I got invited to this hotel opening last night, I thought, wow, this is just like beta testing in software, which is the world that I live in, right? You don't just invest years and years in software without actually putting it out there. You've got to get your minimum viable product, get it out to the market. They tell you what works, what doesn't work, comes back, another iteration, back and forth and back and forth and back and forth. And it was just no different than the hotel opening last night. So that was pretty cool. But anyway, so I thought that would be interesting for you to know. And also too, I think it's really good to know for people that are like me. Like, I work in a multinational. I'm a very well compensated sales guy, and I love investing in U.S. real estate back in the United States. I think most of you know already. So I've got a portfolio of about 27 different properties. On one side, just recently, we just closed on a new 260 unit apartment complex, and our hotel that we are building is as part of groups. We'll be opening our hotel doors in May. So hopefully I'll be back to the United States for the grand opening of our hotel, which I'll probably miss the soft opening, but at least I'll be back for the grand opening. So yes, you can do both. You can work a very demanding job and build your own dream at the same time. You just have to be very, very dedicated. You have to make sure that you are okay with very little sleep. Just sleep really, really well, and kind of go from there. So anyway, I'm going to check in really quickly and see that Vincent was here. Good to hear you. See my cuz there. Always great to be able to give feedback. Talk to doing not later to the point. Exactly. Yep. Superior customer experience is what it's all about. And guess what? You don't get it right the first time. It's usually after a couple different times and you get the feedback, and eventually. So Allison, I know you are, as a realtor, how often do you show one property to one of your clients and it's the first time that they see the property that they buy it? Like, how often does that actually happen to you? I'm going to guess probably less than 1% of the time. Even though if you've done your best kind of qualification and you find the right property and you put them together the first time, and you're a very, very talented, extremely skilled realtor, but sometimes you just have to have multiple iterations. So it usually takes a couple seconds. There's a little bit of a lag, but I would really love to know if that happens to you the first time, every time. Because if it does, you got to tell me what your secret is. Vincent, you know what? I love that you say that, man, because we may be able. No, I don't. You know what, Vincent? The other day, man, there is actually a way for, and I don't know if I can do it here. I think it may be just on the iPhone, where there's a way that I can actually bring you into the conversation and we can have like a live conversation. I don't know how to do that here though, man. I wish I could, because that would be great, because I'd love to chat with you too, man. Let's see. Actually, Vincent, I should be catching up with the other Mr. Hua. We were going to see each other. I think it was this weekend, but we had some conflicting plans. So I'd love to see you if you're back this way, man. It would be great to catch up. Yeah. So, everybody, look, check this out. Yeah. If you want to know what I'm up to, if you want to check it out, I think most of you that are already here, you know what we're doing, but I'd love for you to be a part of our tribe, find out more about what's going on, especially if you're working in a corporate job and you've got your own dream. Like, this is the place for you. Like, I don't know where you would go anywhere else. I love real estate, but you may love doing some other kind of business or building something else. But it's just the fact that you're using your additional time to build a dream for yourself, for your kids, for your wife, for your husband, whoever. I know what that's like, because I'm doing the same thing. I love spending time with my family. I love working in the multinational, and I love building my own business because it's awesome because I get to serve you, which is cool. So anyway, listen, everybody, if you want to stay up to that, okay, cool. Vincent, let me know when you will be here à Barcelone, et on se verra. So, listen, everybody, it's BK. I know I got bags under my eyes, but it's all good. I'll be back again tomorrow. I'm working on some really cool stuff for you guys. It's not going to be perfect, but you're going to start getting it. You're going to figure it out. You're going to tell me you like it. You think it's great. You think it sucks. If it doesn't, what you would improve. And we're going to do that because we're going to get some really cool stuff out to you. We're working on it. And some of it you've already started seeing. So, and definitely check us out at the keeponcashflow.com/roadmap so you can find out exactly what it is that I've been doing, and so that you can do the same thing. So, hey, listen, everybody, it's BK. Thanks for your time. Appreciate it. And hopefully we'll see many of you very soon. Talk to you soon. Hasta la próxima.